Hello and welcome to the day ahead. It's Friday, January the 13th. I'm Andrew Gagan. Well, US consumer prices fell for the first time in more than 2.5 years in December, boosting investor sentiment. US stocks pushed higher on expectations of less aggressive interest rate hikes. In choppy trading, all major indices advanced, with the Nasdaq up close to 4% for the week as investors bought beaten down growth stocks. Microsoft provided the biggest boost to the S&P 500. Energy shares were also higher, moving in line with oil prices. And stocks, specifically Tesla, fell before lifting at the end of trade, following a report that the EV maker is delaying plans to expand its Shanghai factory. $746 million worth of Tesla shares have been sold this week, taking the outflow over the past 3 weeks to more than $2 billion. Shares in American Airlines soared after raising its fourth quarter profit forecast. And Bed Bath & Beyond jumped more than 60% at one point in the latest session, as the meme stocks have been the focus of investors looking to short this week. And the used car platform Carvana is the latest stock being short squeezed. It also surged, with its shares having fallen 98% in 2022. And tomorrow, the big US banks will kick off fourth quarter earnings season, with the S&P 500 earnings expected to have declined for the first time since 2020. Well, falling fuel and car prices have driven US inflation lower, offering hope that interest rate hikes are having the desired effect of cooling the cost of living. The Consumer Price Index dipped 0.1% in December, the first decline since May 2020 at the height of the COVID pandemic. Gasoline prices tumbled 9.4%. However, natural gas prices increased 3%, while electricity rose 1%. Food prices climbed 0.3%, although that was the smallest gain in nearly 2 years. And in the 12 months through to December, the CPI increased 6.5%. Excluding food and energy prices, core inflation was in line with expectations, showing a month-on-month gain of 0.3% to take the annual rate to 5.7%. And President Joe Biden has welcomed the disinflationary trend.
So the data is clear. Even though inflation is high in major economies around the world, it's coming down in America month after month, giving families some real breathing room.
Well, traders' bets of a 25 basis point rate hike by the Fed next month have increased to 91%. The Fed raising the key rate by 50 basis points in December, indicating that it would remain above 5% this year. Treasury yields fell in response to that inflation data, the 10-year down to 3.44 and the 2-year also falling. And St. Louis Fed President James Bullard has said it is encouraging that we got some information today that went in the right direction. He went on to say that the US economy is primed for disinflation this year, but the path back to the Federal Reserve's 2% target will be bumpy and require interest rates to remain higher for longer. Richmond Fed President Tom Barkin echoed that sentiment, saying the last 3 months' inflation prints have been a step in the right direction. A separate report from the Labor Department showed initial claims for unemployment benefits fell to a seasonally adjusted 205,000 for the week. Economists had forecast 215,000 claims for the last week. And the US dollar index has fallen to its lowest level since June. The Aussie dollar is currently trading at 69.7 US cents. Well, the Australian share market is set to extend its recent rally today, with ASX futures up close to 0.5%. Oil prices gained following the latest US inflation data, and also on optimism over China's demand outlook. Brent crude up to $84 a barrel. Copper prices have touched a 7-month high, rallying for 5 straight sessions to lift by 10%. And gold prices also up, hovering near the key resistance level of $1,900 an ounce, while spot silver also jumped close to 2%. And positive investor sentiment continues to buoy the crypto market, with Bitcoin on a 5-day winning streak that has pushed it close to $19,000 US. And that is your day ahead. We'll see you again on Monday.